It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Riff Brewing Company, and this is a can of their Hench. It's a double IPA coming in at 8% ABV, brewed with Nelson Sauvin, Centennial, Citra, Equinox and Amarillo. What a lineup of hops for this beer. I firmly believe that this is their flagship beer. This is the beer that when they get to the end of their evening down at Riff, they got a wonderful little brewery down in Swansea. It's a tap room, you get to go and drink there. It's right on the Swansea harbour, so you can stand there having a drink, listening to all the boats clinking together, or just popping outside having a beer, looking at all the boats in the marina. Wonderful place, wonderful place. But yeah, I think that this is their kind of flagship beer. At the end of the night, when they're just before they're ready to close, I think they'd say to themselves, let's have a Hench. Let's have and knowing the owners, wonderful people, they have a Hench before they finish work, just to round off a fantastic evening. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, with that hop lineup of Nelson Sauvin, Centennial, Citra, Equinox and Amarillo? Wow! Without further ado, let's get this 440 milliliter can out into a glass and see what we get. I just picked up a glass and it's a tiny rubber glass. Hopefully, I mean, the last time I spoke to the owners, they had a fantastic relationship going on with Tiny Rebel. Both Welsh companies. Hopefully that continues. Hopefully I haven't completely insulted them by pouring one of their beers in a Tiny Rebel glass. But I just grabbed one out of the cupboard. There was no thought process behind it. 2-3 finger white head. Good levels of carbonation. Hazy, light amber straw coloured beer. Looks very good. As you rock the beer back and forth, you can see that carbonation chasing the head of the glass. It's really impressive to have a double IPA, 8% ABV, when it wants to hold this head for as long as it does. The higher, what I found with beer is the higher the ABV, the more you go, like 9, 10, 11, 12% ABV, the quicker the head wants to dissipate. So anything past 7% ABV, I just really wouldn't be surprised if the head dissipated. But at 8%, yeah, they've managed to brew a good beer here. You can just look at it and see. Look at that head retention. Aroma. Fabulous. Passion fruit, mango, citrus, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. Wow. Oh, wow. A little bit of sweetness from the malt coming through. A little bit of balance there from the malt. But yeah, I've got to dive into this one. I've got to get in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Richard. Absolutely delightful. Absolutely delightful beer. Stone the crows! Stone the crows! Ah. I forget to say that. I forget to say stone the crows. I only remember when I'm like, my brain's being lit up with an amazing beer. My senses and my tastes and everything's like being fired up. I'm like an old car these days. I'm not a young man anymore. And it takes a bit of time for your senses to warm up and really kind of wake up these days. But my goodness me, if ever you want your senses like switched on, like turning on a Ferrari or something like that, I say, look how old fashioned I am. I'm using a key. It's probably a button push for a Ferrari these days, isn't it? But anyway, going back to it. if you ever want a beer to wake up your senses, then try something like this. Bang! It's like my taste buds, my brain, everything is being turned on at this point, and I'm like, yes, I need to say, stone the crows. Tropical grapefruit flavours coming through, passion fruit, mango. It's like your favourite punch bowl. When you turn up at your favourite uncle's party and he's got a bottle of Pimm's and he's offering people Pimm's and all that fruit stuff in the glass, and he's got a bowl of punch to the side. And you know, you want to be the party animal, so you go over and you stick your head in the punch. You know, have a good drink of the punch straight out the bowl. He's never happy about it, I promise you. He's never happy. I'm sure nobody touches the punch after I've stuck my head in it. Look at this liquid. Look at this beer. Look at it. I've just given it a bit of a wash round in the glass. Get that sediment chucked in the glass there. What a fabulous, fabulous looking double IPA. I've been saying it for so long now that I need to go back to Swansea. I need to arrange a trip down to Beer Riff. We need to catch up. I've got some great friends down there at Beer Riff. Have a beer with these guys. They come up to Cardiff. We've had so many drinks when they come up to Cardiff for the beer festivals. We have such a laugh. We really do. We have a few beers. We all get a bit jokey, a bit leery, a bit kind of, you know when you go to a place and at the beginning everybody's, pardon me, a little bit shy, a little bit apprehensive of one another, and then 2 or 3 or 4 beers in, everybody's like, you know. It's that type of situation when we have a laugh at Beer Riff. I've got to go down to Swansea. I have to. Great body, great mouthfeel, fantastic sweet malt to begin with, balancing out with a not overly bitter finish, but lots of tropical fruit in the middle of the beer. Not much to say really. I mean, they've got the ingredients here. They've got some water, malted barley, oats, wheat, hops and yeast. And they're brewed in Swansea, the Pilot Wharf in Swansea. Yeah, I mean, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant brewery. I gotta go down and see them. Hopefully, I can go down and see him before the year's end. It's been, and I hope the brewery don't want me saying this, it's been the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, it took a lot out of me. When I started the Stone Crow, I didn't quite understand the amount that it was taking out of me at the time while I was doing it. It's always when you're doing it, and it's always when you're in the moment. I took a bit of time away. I got through my backlog of beer. I had a massive backlog of beer. I managed to get through the whole backlog of beer now. I'm feeling super refreshed. I'm feeling ready to attack. But towards the end of season 1 of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, I was so fatigued. I was so tired. I didn't realise it myself. I love it. We dropped a Tuesday. We're back every Friday now for the Friday night for the Stone Crow Virtual Pub on YouTube. The backlog's gone, so that's another weight off my shoulders. I'm going to start tripping. I don't mean drugs. I'm going to start going out, having a good time with people again. I'm going to start making more of an effort to get out and visit places, visit breweries, and just have some fun. Just have some fun, basically. So, rating for Hench then, double IPA. Yeah, it's pretty wonderful. Pretty wonderful. For me, It's a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 for Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.